Tell a friend. Go, hey, there's this weird guy who talks about names on the internet. I promise you it's fun. Hello name nerds, my name is Patrick and welcome to Fun with First Names, where each week we're looking into the meaning, origin and some extra fun facts behind one specific first name. And this week we're looking into the first name of Sophia. But before we begin, I want to say a huge thank you to one Eric Southard for becoming a patron in the most recent week. Patreon is the best way to help support Name Explain, guys. Visit patreon.com/Name Explain. There'll be a link down below. You get so many extra goodies for becoming a patron, and just $1 a month is all I ask of anyone who wants to become a patron. That is more than enough. That helps the channel in a huge way. $1 a month gets you ad-free videos, exclusive content, and you get a chance to say what names are explained in these videos. So go check it out. I think it's a pretty good deal. Like I said, patreon.com/Name Explain. If you can, and if you want to. Thank you. But anyway, on with today's name of Sophia. And Sophia is a name of Greek origins. And the word Sophia in Greek simply means wisdom. It's not even a name meaning wisdom. It's literally the Greek word for wisdom. It's Sophia. And because of this meaning, it gives me really strong Puritan name vibes. Now, if you want to know what Puritan names are, they're things like faith and hope and joy. They came about in the 16th century when Puritan Christians decided to make names based on sort of positive things, good vibes. And you got all these sort of names like this. And Sophia, meaning wisdom, really fits the bill of all that, I think. Though that's all actually a bit of a tangent, because Sophia/wisdom isn't a Puritan name. It didn't come about in the 16th century. It came about way before. The earliest recordings we have the name Sophia are from the 3rd century AD. So yeah, just a little bit older than those Puritan names like faith and joy, aren't they? This original bearer of the name Sophie was one Sophia of Rome. She was a Christian woman with 3 daughters, and she ended up in the Roman Empire, in Rome itself, kind of at a time where it wasn't really that great to be Christian in Rome. Emperor of Rome at this time was none other than Hadrian, you know, the guy with the big wall. I'm sure you know the type. While he did make a very big wall, what got named after him, he wasn't the biggest fan of Christians, so he wasn't happy as this Christian woman in his city, who at the time was also gaining quite a lot of notoriety amongst the Christian communities in Rome at the time. He wasn't too happy that she was becoming quite a popular figure in Rome. So what did Hadrian do? Well, you know those 3 daughters I mentioned? Well, he had them killed, and suffice to say, Sophia was pretty heartbroken about this, but as they like to do so often in Christianity, hey, let's make a martyr. So she really martyred her 3 daughters. And if you know what martyr means, it basically means like killing someone but good towards a good cause. It's a really interesting concept that's quite very linked to Christianity, and this kind of made her a saint. Well, it did kind of make her a saint. Through the martyring of her 3 daughters, she became a saint, Saint Sophia of Rome. Now, as we've seen, that tends to be through saints that first names become quite popular, though this isn't fully the case with the name Sophia. Kind of isn't the case with the name Sophia anyway. Saint Sophia was in her prominence in around the 4th century AD, though she's actually a relatively obscure saint in Christianity for quite some time. And it was a few centuries later, in the 6th century, that a certain cathedral, which is now a mosque, got built in Constantinople, which of course is now Istanbul. Why did Constantinople get the works? I wonder why. And of course, that cathedral, which is now a mosque, as mentioned, is called Hagia Sophia. This name means holy wisdom, and it doesn't relate to Saint Sophia at all. It's just a big coincidence. Well, not so much coincidence. As I said, that word of Sophia is Greek for wisdom, and they got it from that inspiration. That's why they named it. They named it after Greek word for wisdom. Didn't name it after Saint Sophia at all. That was never the intention, to have this huge cathedral named after this relatively obscure saint, that's for sure. Though, of course, that didn't stop people from thinking it was named after Saint Sophia. And this cathedral was humongous. I believe it was the biggest cathedral in the entire world until, not the Vatican, one before that, maybe somewhere in Italy or France, I can't quite remember. So this was a hugely important cathedral, literally a huge cathedral, and it had the name Sophia plastered on it. So people were like, huh, that must be named after Saint Sophia. And that makes sense. Loads of cathedrals are named after saints. So this kind of accidentally plucked Saint Sophia out of obscurity. And thanks to this big mix-up between Hagia Sophia and Saint Sophia, and people thinking that this cathedral was named after the saint, it made Saint Sophia, especially during the Middle Ages, a much more well-known Christian figure, especially in the Greek Orthodox Church, because that's That's his whole own thing going on there. But became incredibly popular in that branch of Christianity. And now, as a famous saint, a more well-known saint, her name got adopted and it was used in the same way we use many other saint names like Peter and Michael as a very popular saint name. This was all a huge misunderstanding. This cathedral wasn't named after Saint Sophia, but people thought it was. So that makes Sophia's rise in popularity as a name kind of an accident, kind of a coincidence. I don't know what title I'm going with this video yet, but one of those sorts of words will apply to it, I imagine. And if you're wondering about the name Sophie, that's just the French form of the name Sophia. It's not a whole separate name, it's a French form, and Sophie has become a very popular name unto itself too. Sophia is a hugely popular name. Like I said, that popularity is kind of an accident though. In the USA, it is the 6th most popular female name, and here in the UK, it is the 10th most popular female name. Sophia is on the rise. It's a hugely popular name, and it doesn't seem to be going anywhere anytime soon. And when I think of a famous Sophia as opposed to a famous Sophie, I think of Sofia Vergara from Modern Family. She's really great in that show. I never finished Modern Family. Did it end well? Let me know if Modern Family ended well. I hope it did. So many shows have terrible endings these days. I hope Modern Family. Did they ever confirm it was a mockumentary? Because sometimes they would talk to the camera, but sometimes not. It was really strange how they did it with that show, but I don't know. But there's also Queen Sofia of Spain. She was queen up until 2014. She's still alive. Her husband abdicated the king. He abdicated, but she's still queen, consort or queen in title, I believe. And I believe Disney have a Princess Sophia, Sophia the First, who's some sort of little cartoon princess, because Disney love a cartoon princess, and she's one of them. But anyway, that's more than enough about the name Sophia, but what are your thoughts on this name? Do you like it? Do you dislike it? Do you know anyone with the name Sophia? Are you called Sophia yourself? Let me know down in the comments below. And of course, I just want to share some thoughts with you guys on last week's name of, I've forgotten what it is. Leonard, so of Leonard. Let's carry on. Yeah, I'm only doing one take of that one. Anyway, Rutger said, we named one of our cats Leonard after the character Lenny Briscoe from the original Law & Order TV series. Never watched Law & Order, I hear it's pretty popular, but Leonard/Lenny is a terrific name for a cat. Perhaps the most famous cat here in the UK is called Larry. Kind of similar to Lenny, but Larry the cat, the chief mouser, he has survived a lot of prime ministers. He's been in Downing Street a lot more than many other prime ministers, which is very British, I feel. Very British. Jen Clen, which is a really fun name by the way, they said, you also forgot to mention the other hidden name within Leonard, Leo. Totally, yeah, the name Leo itself is in Leonard as well. There's so many names hiding in there and they all relate to lions. Imagine just having a lion hiding inside you. That'd be horrifying. That should be like some sort of Kafkaesque a short story about a person trying to go about their daily life. There's just this lion inside them trying to, oh, someone write that please. Someone write this weird sort of body horror about a lion trying to pull out of someone's body when they're trying to just go about their day. I don't know what this is all about. I filmed this at a different time and I'm quite tired and it's really hot today. My vibe's down here, but sometimes it's good to have the vibe down here. This isn't more fun with first names. This is chill with first names. If you wanna. That was really creepy. Don't fun with first names and chill. Or do. Let me know if you do. Just carry on. And Emily Pan said, there is Leona Lewis, a British singer who uses the female version of Leon. Completely, yeah, Leon, Leonard, Leo, it's one of those names that can have a female form too, and Leona is that. There aren't too many famous Leonas out there, but Leona Lewis is definitely the most popular. What did she do? She sung, she was a British singer. Do I know any of her songs? Not off the top of my head. Let me know your favourite Leona Lewis song down in the comments below as well. Go suggest some names down in the comments below and I'll pick 3 of those to be put into a poll exclusively for my patrons to vote on, and then the winner of that poll will be the name covered in the next Fun with First Names video. So if you enjoy the channel, want to help support it and have a say in what names I explained, then please once again do consider becoming a patron. As I said at the beginning of this video guys, patreon.com/nameexplain. $1 a month helps out in a huge way. Ad-free videos, exclusive content, a chance to say what names get explained. If you love Name Explain, I really hope you do love Name Explain, guys. I really hope I've made some sort of connection with you here. If you do love it, consider donating $1. If you can't, that's fine too. Just carry on watching, really. Tell a friend. Go, hey, there's this weird guy who talks about names on the internet. I promise you it's fun. Tell them that, just that, verbatim. Tell them that, and then just put one of my videos in their face and let them make their own decision, I suppose. But anyway, that's just about enough for myself. Don't forget to go follow me on Instagram where I'm NameExplainYT, and don't forget to go join the Facebook group Friends of Name Explain. Okay guys, take care. What am I saying this time? Are you recording? Yeah, you're recording. What am I saying here? She was a Christian woman, and wow. But as blah blah, anywhere anytime soon. It's 10th, right? Yeah, it's 10th. Great, cool. It's too hot to be in front of a big light with all the windows closed. I'm gonna be done recording now.